Hi, Mark. How are things going on your end? Have any luck finding a nice car yet?
No, I've been looking around at local car dealerships, but I haven't found anything yet. I'm still gonna keep trying, but didn't you mention you were looking at some listings online too? Did you see any cars that look decent?
I haven't had much luck either. They all seem to be outside of our price range so far. It doesn't help that money's been tight recently. We can't afford to get anything too expensive, considering we still have to send money to Kathy.
Yeah, that's true. We have to factor in college tuition plus her living expenses. All of that on top of getting a new car? I don't know. I wonder if we can really afford it right now.
But you've been wanting to get a new one for a while now, right?
Sure I do. Like I keep saying, ours is old and it has bad mileage. I think we'd save more money in the long run with a new car, and the sooner we buy, the more we save. Especially since gas prices are so ridiculous.
And you have to drive to work every day, which only makes it worse.
I know, but Kathy has just started college, so we won't get out of this hole for a while. We'll be paying out of our pocket for 4 years straight. So I would like to cut out extra costs wherever I can.
You're not wrong about that. We're sending $800 a month just to help pay for her housing. Obviously, if we can't manage to save money, we can't afford it.
Considering how much her rent is, that isn't even that bad. But over time, the money's going to keep adding up and up. Just as I thought, we might have to give up on buying that new car.
Buying a car is a pain, but that's just how things are. I think it'll be worth it in the end. It's like you were saying. In the long term, it'll be better for us if we got one sooner than later.
Yeah, I know, you're right.
We'll just have to look at it from that perspective. Nothing good comes from complaining about the price.
Right, you're right. Thanks for talking some sense into me. I've been waffling on this for so long, so it's a wonder how you still have so much patience with me. I appreciate how you're always helping me and Kathy out.
That's what family is for. Really, don't sweat it. Just looking out for you two.
I am happy to hear that, though. I would understand if you didn't want to involve yourself in our family affairs much. Kathy's your stepdaughter, but you've never hesitated to step up and help her out. You're the best.
Oh, I don't think what I'm doing is that big of a deal. Naturally, it would be a problem if your old car broke down and you were without a ride. Also, we've been married for so long, I can't help but think of Kathy as my own. Really, it's been over a decade. You don't need to fret about us not being blood related. It's a moot point.
That may be true, but I still want to thank you. You accepted both of us into your life. I'm sure that's why Kathy has grown so fond of you.
Hey, what's with you today? It's a little embarrassing to see you lay it on so thick with the compliments. A bit cringeworthy, too.
Hey, don't say that. Sure, it's sappy, but I'm happy with where I am in my life. That's why I thought it would be nice to express my appreciation every once in a while. Don't you agree?
Okay, I see your point. Thank you for saying all of that. Well then, come home safe from work, all right? Should we go out for dinner tonight?
Sounds good. Let's go out for Italian. It's been a while. By the way, I'll keep doing what I can to perform well at my job and provide for us three. This conversation got me feeling motivated. Like always, I'm glad we're in this together.
I'm glad to.
Monica, I called you earlier, but I guess you missed it. Good news, it looks like we can buy that car we were looking at before.
Really? That's great to hear.
I'll go check it out this weekend to make sure everything's in proper condition. Good thing the car dealership is close to our house.
That's a good call. Thanks.
Leave it to me. I think it should be fine, but I would prefer to see it for myself before finalizing the purchase. Oh, by the way, have you heard anything from Kathy recently?
You mean, has she talked to me? Not really. She hasn't contacted me in a while. What's wrong?
Nah, it's not that there's anything wrong. It's just that I haven't heard from her much these past few weeks. So I was wondering if you had.
Well, she is in her first year of college. She probably has all sorts of things going on, right? She's always kept her grades up in school, so I wouldn't be surprised if she was busy studying. Then there's hanging out with her friends.
Something tells me that there's more to it than that. Did you know that Kathy picked up a part-time job?
She did? No, I didn't hear about that. What kind of work is she doing?
I called her this afternoon to check up on her. We didn't talk for that long, but out of the blue, she told me she started working at a fast food joint. After that, she said goodbye and hung up on me.
Oh, is that right? It's a bit odd that she would hang up on you, but isn't it normal to get a job during college? I'm pretty sure most of her peers are working too.
I guess it's normal at her age. Maybe she wanted some pocket change.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I think it's fine. Wait, but if you already knew about her job, then what did you want to know about Kathy?
No, it's nothing important. Still, I have to ask. The money we're sending her is going through, right?
I don't have any reason to believe it wouldn't be. I mean, even though she's living in the dorms, we're still giving her $800 a month. It's not like she's attending a university in a big city either. Sounds like a comfortable life to me.
Right? If that's the case, then why did she suddenly get a job? I wonder, is she spending a lot of money?
That wasn't the case when she was still living at home. She's always been smart about her money. No matter how much something cost, she always worried about getting things for herself. Do you think it's a bad thing that she's working?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm not saying that she shouldn't do it if she wants to. I just can't get the idea out of my head that something might be going on with her. Wait, do you think maybe she fell in love with some creep and now he's extorting cash from her?
There's no way that happened. You've been watching too much TV. Young as she is, she has quite a backbone. She'd never let a man push her around. Don't worry, she's doing just fine.
But it seems like she's actually working several part-time jobs, not just one. You wouldn't be working that much if you weren't having money problems, would you?
I think you're worrying too much. Just because she has several sources of income doesn't mean she's struggling. She's a college student, so she needs to buy a lot of things. Textbooks, clothes, decorations, appliances, and so on. What's more, in this society, being a woman already costs more than being a man. You can never have enough makeup and self-care products, you know? That's just how things are. Nothing to be concerned about.
I'm still worried, though. Maybe I should ask about what she's doing with the money we're sending her.
Oh, stop that already. You're being overbearing. If you treat her like a kid forever, she'll resent you for it. Do you want that to happen?
You say that, but I don't know.
I understand where you're coming from. If you're that worried, how about this? I'll try talking to her about it as soon as I get the chance. Does that sound good?
Wait, really? You'd really do that for me?
Of course I would. I consider her my child too, you know. Besides, wouldn't it be awkward for a dad to talk to his daughter about beauty products? It's best for her to consult with a fellow woman on these matters. You'll just tell her to go cheaper without considering the quality. Then you'll start bickering, just like that.
Okay, I got it. You do raise a good point. Sorry to trouble you again, but I'll leave this in your hands. I already talked to her earlier today, so I might end up putting my foot in my mouth.
Don't worry, I'll handle it. So don't say anything unnecessary to Kathy that'll hurt her feelings. You wouldn't know what to do with yourself as a parent if she holds it against you, right?
I understand.
Well then, don't just sit there forever worrying. Hurry on home. I'll heat up some food and wait for you so we can eat together.
Roger that. Hey Mom, sorry for texting you out of the blue. I just wanted to ask you, do you want our car?
A car? What are you talking about? You're always so unpredictable. I can never guess what you're about to say next. It was the same when you announced that you were going to marry Monica. Can't you lead into these things better? Start with something more casual and easy to digest.
Oh, sorry about that. I'll keep that in mind for next time. Your car is already quite old, isn't it? Mine is old too, but compared to yours, it's fresh off the lot. If that sounds good to you, why don't you go take it for a test ride?
True, my car is barely holding itself together, but I'm not interested in taking your car. You'd be in a pickle if you didn't have one.
That's alright. We actually just bought a new car. So I was thinking about selling my old one, but I thought you might like to have it instead. I don't think I could sell it for a lot anyway. If you want it, I'm willing to just give it to you.
You just bought a new car. Do you even have the money for it?
It's fine, we have enough in our savings to justify it. Though we're still going to be tight on cash for a while. You don't need to worry about us.
Savings? There are other things you need to take care of before getting a car.
Things to take care of? Like what?
Boy, I have no idea what I'm going to do with you. Okay, that's it. I bit my tongue because of Kathy, but this is too much. I can't take it anymore. I'm going to give you a piece of my mind.
I don't understand. Why mention Kathy? We were just talking about a car. She has nothing to do with this conversation. Also, why are you suddenly so mad with me? Did I do something to upset you?
Nothing to do with this. I wouldn't bring her up if it wasn't relevant. Listen, if you have the money to buy a new car, couldn't you send Kathy some money? Between work and school, that poor kid has been struggling to make ends meet. It's hard to watch. And you still have the nerve to waste money on something so expensive. Your own daughter should come before a car.
Huh? But we're sending her $800 every month. Granted, she's not going to be living in the lap of luxury, but that's not a small amount of money. It's more than enough to live comfortably. If she spends it normally, then she shouldn't be running into financial troubles.
Huh? What in the world are you saying? Is that really the truth?
Yeah, of course it is. I wouldn't just leave my daughter to fend for herself. I mean, I know that she's working part-time. Isn't that just because she has things that she wants to save up for? Like shoes and makeup?
That can't be it. You don't honestly believe she would work so hard just to spend her cash so frivolously. My granddaughter's not that kind of person. If that was the case, then why would she be asking to borrow money from me?
Wait, what? She asked you for money? How much did she ask you for?
Since she started university, I've given her $300 per month. And it's been about half a year already. By now, I must have given her about $1,500 in total.
$1,500? You're giving her that much? I had no idea she made this arrangement with you. This is my first time hearing about it.
And this is the first time I've heard of you giving her money for college. I know you got a pay cut at work. I heard sales were low this year, so naturally they had to decrease the salaries of everyone in your department. That's why I thought you were having a hard time sending money home.
Huh? Where did you get that idea from? Did you hear that from Kathy?
That's right. She was very understanding of your situation and didn't want to burden you. That's why she was careful not to bother you with more money issues. You were both in a tight place, so I offered to pay part of her expenses myself. How come you didn't know that?
Okay, first off, my salary hasn't been cut. Secondly, I'm telling the truth. I swear I've been sending her money every month to help her pay for college.
So why did Kathy come to me for help? Are you saying that she's been lying to me?
That's not what I mean. I don't think she would lie about something as important as that. In fact, I believe that she's been having financial issues. I was worried about that from the beginning, actually. I did think it was strange that she took on so much part-time work.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Have you been the one sending money to her directly? Or is Monica in charge of that?
She is, but why? Hold on, do you suspect she's been dishonest about sending Kathy money?
Well, it's clear someone is lying. And that story about your pay getting cut? Kathy said Monica was the one who told her.
Are you serious? I can't believe she would do something like that. No, but wait, she has a soft spot for Kathy in particular. She absolutely adores the girl. Why would she withhold money from her?
I know you don't want to doubt her, but what else could have happened? Did the money just vanish into thin air? Kathy hasn't been receiving anything from you, and that's that. Your wife was the one responsible for transferring the money to Kathy. Who else do you think could be lying here?
I guess you have a point there.
This isn't the time to be wishy-washy. It's not an issue that can be swept under the rug. This is your daughter's livelihood at stake here. So don't back down, you hear me? You have to put your foot down on this. Make her explain where the heck all that money's been going.
I know. I have to set things straight. I don't doubt what you're saying, Mom. Thanks for letting me know about all of this, or else I wouldn't have realized there was a problem. For now, I'll reach out to Kathy for her side of the story. It's best to talk to her before throwing out accusations. After that, I'll look into what Monica's been doing.
Mark, have you seen my passbook anywhere? It's not at my desk where I usually put it. Did you take it with you or something?
Yeah, I have it with me.
Good. I'm glad it's with you. I couldn't find it anywhere, so I was afraid I lost it. But why did you take it without telling me? You could have asked if there was anything you needed from me.
I apologize for taking it without you. I had some business to attend to, that's all.
Business? Like what?
I just wanted to confirm something about your transactions these past few months. Monica, have you really been sending $800 to Kathy every month?
Huh? What's with you all of a sudden? Of course I've been sending it. Is this your idea of a joke? It's not that funny.
Okay, understood. Then let me ask you a different question. Why has it not been showing up in her bank account?
Oh, I think I get it now. Do you mean to say that this is what you were trying to confirm? So you took my bank book and looked at my transaction history without my consent?
This is for our joint account, so I don't need permission to take it. Besides, you forget that I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try to skirt the issue. Are you sending money to your personal bank account? Or what? Just what the hell is going on here?
I'm not sure. Maybe there's some kind of mistake?
That's not possible. You have to know where you've been sending money to. This has been going on much longer than just these past few weeks. It's been months of you lying to me about these monthly deposits. You've taken everything I gave to my daughter until now, haven't you? I'm not blind to it anymore. Don't think that you can talk your way out of this.
So no matter what I say, it's useless, huh? I didn't think you'd catch on. Was it Kathy that told you? What did she say?
So that just proves what I've been suspecting. I still don't understand. Haven't you always been fond of Kathy? What reason could you have to do something like this to her?
It's true. I am fond of Kathy, and I did think of her as my own daughter. I've been married to you since she was only 10 years old, after all. It's no wonder I got attached to the kid. I've tried my best as her mother to raise her well. That's the plain truth.
Then why? What is going on with the missing money?
I realized something a few months ago. At the end of the day, she's someone else's child, not my flesh and blood.
What do you mean by that? Kathy loves you more than anything. Isn't she precious to you, too?
But she doesn't even live with us anymore. Even so, ever since she entered university, I've had to help her out financially. I've been spending my hard-earned money on her college expenses. Do you know how hard that is? Before that, I helped pay for private tutoring, textbooks, her test prep classes. I was expected to foot the bill on practically everything. Eventually, it went all the way to her college tuition.
Well, you're her mom, so isn't that natural? Putting a child through their education isn't cheap. And you only bothered to complain about this now?
Yeah, and after she entered university, you wanted to give her money each month on top of everything else I just said. It forced us to be penny pinchers, always fretting about expenses and thinking of corners to cut and making our hair go gray. Our standard of living took a nosedive once Kathy started attending college. So then I thought, this is a load of bull. Why do I have to put up with all of this for the sake of someone else's daughter?
Okay, I understand your motive for stealing Kathy's college funds now. So, what was it that you realized?
That I hate living like this. It's the worst. I accepted Kathy into my life while she was still a child, and that's all. I didn't ask for this. Do you understand everything I've had to put up with for the sake of your daughter now? Huh? Do you?
I do. And do you know why we've been saving our money? Because I'm not sure you understand what it means to sacrifice for the people you love anymore. Okay, sure. The reality is that there's not much leeway as before. But we're a married couple. As long as we live together, there is no obstacle we can't overcome.
That's what I'm saying. We have our own lives to worry about. It doesn't make sense to give so much money to Kathy, who's already a working adult. I have to settle for buying cheap lunches at the supermarket. Even when we needed a new car because the old one was so old, we had to worry about the cost. That's the most miserable thing I've ever heard.
If you're so stressed about that, couldn't you find a little work to do? You don't have to work full-time or anything. It's not like we're struggling that much. But wouldn't it make things easier if you picked up a part-time job?
No, I don't want to. I married you so I could be a stay-at-home mom. I'm not going to give that up. Why should I have to work like a dog for someone else's daughter?
All right, that's enough. You don't have to say anything else. You've made your point clear. I have an idea of how to proceed.
Okay, what is the supposed idea? Are you going to stop sending Kathy money?
No, I'm not. That was never in the cards to begin with. Since you don't want the life you're currently living, let's just get a divorce.
Why would you say that? I am your wife, and yet you think you can throw me away just like that? Have you even been listening to me at all? It'll be fine as long as you stop sending money to Kathy. Our financial troubles will be gone forever. So why not? We don't need to break up over this.
No, I can't do that, I'm sorry. But Kathy is the most important person in the world to me. She's my daughter. I can't tolerate someone who puts her through so much hardship. You've made her work constantly because she was lacking the financial support she needed. Speaking of that, I'm going to have you compensate us for everything you've spent under the pretense of sending it to Kathy.
Don't give me that. What is wrong with you? Why should I have to do all that? I was just trying to enjoy myself a little bit. You're the one who left the money to me in the first place. That's not on me.
I have done everything I could to provide for us three. If you were unhappy, you should have told me you disagreed with where the money was going from the start. Then we could have reached a compromise. But you didn't do that.
You really just say and do anything you want. I can't accept this. I won't.
Even if that was true, it would be too late to fix any of this. We should have talked about your grievances and met halfway before it got to this point.
That doesn't mean you need to take money from me. Who do you think you have to thank for being able to raise Kathy in the first place?
I really don't want to say this, but you give me no choice. Most of the money I've sent to Kathy and used for us to live on is my own. You're also unemployed, so you can only contribute what your parents have given you.
How dare you say that to me? You're the breadwinner, so I can take care of our home. What is so hard to get about that?
Of course, I know that I can make a living because you were supporting me along the way. That said, that money was for the family. By using it for your own purposes without my permission, you have turned your back on us. I can't be with someone who can't prioritize their loved ones over themselves. If you can't bring yourself to care about your family, then you shouldn't be a part of that family anymore. After that, I ended up divorcing Monica. Although I'm not going to get the full amount back, we agreed that the money that she had spent without my consent will be partially compensated. Naturally, that money will be going straight to Kathy's bank account, where it was supposed to be sent in the first place. I at least want to get her to a place where she doesn't have to work so much anymore. I could have also gone harsher on Monica, but she did raise my daughter like her own child for many years. She wasn't always taking advantage of us. Despite everything that's happened, Kathy still seems fond of her. Perhaps the situation isn't as simple as it seems to me. Still, I have to believe that as long as you love and cherish each other enough, a family can get through any kind of difficulty. I hope that one day Monica will remember her love for Kathy, so that one day we can meet again with smiles on our faces. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed this.